Hey everyone, this is Tom from MonTac here, and this is the Weekly MonTac Round-Up. And boy, do we have a troublesome one to review now. We had a bunch of matches happening over the weekend. We had Misfire taking on Tail Sweet, Squishy taking on Charging Badger, SM Robo taking on Rich Potato for the title, and Doozy taking on Shadow Galaxy Wolf. Now each of these matches were incredibly nuts, with a bunch of mirror matches as well, and we're about to find out how it all went down. So, the first match that occurred was Tail Sweet taking on Misfire. Now, Tail Sweet was taking on using a Terosian Angel deck, and Misfire was using more just a pure Terosian deck. It was absolutely crazy considering that Tail Sweet entered the match and he was rolling a lot of low rolls and wasn't able to work out of them. It actually led to Misfire being able to circumvent a lot of his own rolls and able to push for the win. It actually led to Misfire going up to the second spot, putting him at 6 points, and Tail Sweet will actually drop to, I believe he's going to drop to 7th now, unfortunately. But definitely a very tricky one for him. He wasn't able to circumvent a lot of those rolls. He was able to get a lucky 1 through 5 at the start, but he actually just kept on rolling 1s and 2s and wasn't able to get around it. Definitely a heartbreaker there for Tail Sweet. We got into the next match, which is Squishy taking on Charging Badger. I believe this was 7th ranked Squishy taking on the Charging Badger, who was on 5th ranked. Squishy going with the pure Sunwalker variant, and Charging Badger coming in with that Sky Soldier Angels that he's so famous for. While Badger struggled in his last match against SM Robo, an absolute heartbreaking loss for him, he was able to overcome, and he lost to Gemini as well. That was a massive problem he experienced. He had discarded 11 cards last week, but this time when Gemini was used against him, he was able to fight through it, use his own Northern Air General to make the discard, buy on his own terms, absolutely incredible, and use Beowulf to finish off Squishy. It was absolutely nuts considering Squishy has only had a couple games. He was able to push a former contender to his limit. Absolutely incredible. But unfortunately Squishy will go off the ladder for this week, and Badger will surge up to top 3. And with that, we head into the third match that happened on the weekend. This was the title match. This was SM Robo taking on Rich Potato. Now, the winner of Tail Sweet and Misfire, which was Misfire, will be taking on the winner of this match. And this match was a doozy. It was 2.5 hours long, 3 games, best of 3 format. And the winner, I'm about to tell you. The first match went to Rich Potato after he survived a Gemini and activated multiple last calls to bring back his Steel Edge Blitz Magnums to finish off Robo. In the second match, Robo was able to use his Azrael's Chosen Angel Beowulf to repeatedly and relentlessly dominate the match, leading to his second match win. But when it came down to the final game, after 2 hours had passed, both players were facing fatigue, and it ended up with SM Robo taking the lead and becoming the new MonTac TCG ladder leader. Now with this, Badger will be taking on Potato next weekend, and Robo, well, he'll be taking on Misfire for the championship next weekend as well. Now, because this will be the last week of the month, the winner of Misfire Robo will be the competition winner of April. Now after this match, this absolute insane match, we actually got to see a good little match between Doozy and Shadow Galaxy Wolf. Doozy using a Terosian Beowulf deck that he crafted with Potato, and Shadow Galaxy Wolf using a Terosian Vixen deck, which is quite a very common deck to see nowadays. But it was very interestingly because they both were able to get off their Terosian Sentries, so that's Terosian Sentry Hammerhead, so Hammerhead Sentry. And they were both able to use it against each other, but Shadow Wolf coming out on top just by 1 health point. Even though Doozy was able to show his improvement with his ability to use his angels, he just wasn't enough to take down Shadow Galaxy Wolf, and she will go up to the 6th ranked, while Doozy will go down to about 13th. Now, looking over the current ladder, we have a whole new ladder. It is absolutely incredible what has occurred this week. Last week, we had in first place Rich Potato, second place SM Robo, third place Misfire, fourth place Tail Sweet, fifth place Charging Badger, sixth place Crowler, seventh place Squishy, and eighth place Apocalyptic. But this week it is completely changed. Now in first place we have SM Robo on 8 points, second place Misfire on 6 points, third place Charging Badger on 5 points, 4th place, we have Rich Potato on 5 points. 5th place, Apocalyptic on 4 points. 6th place, Shadow Galaxy Wolf on 3 points. And Tail Sweet in 7th place with 3 points. And 8th, we have Shadow on 2 points. Now, once we get into the rest of the rankings, we can see that Squishy comes in at number 9. Crowler comes in number 10, both of them at 1 point. World will stay at 1 point and number 11th place. We've got Albert in 12th place, 13th place for Doozy, and 14th place for Fury Card Battle Zone. Now, with all these interesting matches occurring, what's going to happen next, you may ask? Well, we've got SM Robo that's going to be taking on Misfire. We have Charging Badger that's going to be taking on Rich Potato. And as for the rest of the matches, that's yet to be decided. But another incredible and exciting thing that we have is we have the beginnings of the preparation for the June competition. Now, this is a medium competition. Top 16 will make it. So this is definitely for all players. Even if you're starting out, you still have a chance to get in here. But this will be incredibly exciting. It'll be tournament format, which means you could have the 1st place taking on the 16th place. It doesn't matter what you're ranked, you will get a shot here in the tournament. It's definitely very exciting leading into next weekend as well. The more points you get, the better you can secure your position here, and the better you'll do. Definitely now is the time to test your deck, make sure it's perfect, and get it ready for the comp. I look forward to seeing you all there. This has been Tom. Have a good one.